What's up, everybody? PJ here, and I'm going to talk to you about the current state of the channel, and there's going to be some big changes coming. But before I go into what will happen in the future, I gotta go back a little bit. In June of 2021, I decided to upload my first video as a content creator. I had a couple of videos before that, but that was like in 2020. That was before I decided to hop on to this content creator journey I've been on for the past almost 5 years now. My old videos were basically just reviews because that's really all I could do at the time. All I had was just like the poster of whatever I was reviewing and just talking about my thoughts on it, whether it was a show or a movie. And when it came to reactions, at best, I watched a trailer because it's easily shorter than a typical movie or TV episode. And it wasn't really doing too great. The channel itself, uh, like at most, I think I got up to about 180 subscribers, and that was really it for 2021 and 2022. uh, and I was also focused on TikTok at the time, trying to upload content on there, when it came to discussing movies and TV. But I eventually got out of that, and I don't do that much anymore on that app. And in 2023, I hit a bit of a there was like a whole drought and lack of content from me because I had a caregiver job. And long story short, it I was not able to post as much content as I would have liked. um, I think at best I was only able to post short form content that ended up not going anywhere really. It wasn't until I was let go from that job that I started to put my focus on reaction videos. And I've watched a few reaction channels before that of them reacting to movies and shows, you know, and like I was really watching, and there were times where I questioned like, how do they do this? Because you obviously have to cut it down immensely, you know, because y'all know copyright. Movies like Shrek and Tron were my first couple movie reactions. Then I expanded that to TV shows such as Sons of Anarchy, and eventually there were some other shows like what was out around fall 2024, whether it was Agatha All Along or The Penguin. And all of that did help me gain some subscribers. And low key, I did under no, I overestimated uh, like how popular I would get because uh, no, and also like how much content I could put out because my mindset was just like, okay, yeah, I can post a couple videos like on whatever days of the week, and like everything would go great. Like I have my movie reactions that were coming soon. I have certain TV show reactions that I do once a week uh, for certain projects. Like everything's gonna go great, right? Wrong. Back then, I had this slow ass HP laptop. It's nowhere near as efficient as my MacBook Air now. Like, by the way, still use CapCut. I've been using CapCut since I've had my old HP laptop, and trust me, like CapCut runs much smoother on this one. Uh, anyways, editing on that old laptop, led to a lot of me having to close the computer at points because it, editing reactions was so slow, and uh, like I had to delay a bunch of videos because of that. And as you all know, the algorithm doesn't really like when you take breaks or delay stuff constantly. And yeah, there was also copyright to deal with, which resulted in a lot of blocking. You know, my reaction to Wicked Part One was a big problem. Like, yeah, all that blocking. I had to delay a bunch of reactions because of that, and uh, there were times where I would put on a show like Friends, just desperate to get views, or Game of Thrones too. Like I was just throwing stuff at a wall and seeing what sticks. Now that I think about it, I really should have started this journey um, of reactions uh, years ago. Like maybe around 2020 to 2022, that era, because that was when people really started popping up when it came to movie and TV reactions. Um, yeah, and it was all because of stuff like the pandemic, because there was nothing else to do at that time. Uh, and yeah, throughout the years, like the platform and that community has slowly started to grow to where it is now. And I came in around 2024. That was when I started doing reactions. And it makes me think that maybe I entered too late, um, because, like nowadays, movie and TV reactions are everywhere, and it's getting harder to stand out. It's becoming more clear that trying to get a high amount of views and subscribers and overall pleasing the algorithm to have your content pushed out to more people is getting increasingly difficult. And because I want to make this a full-time job eventually, every time I have an upload that doesn't do great, like I just uploaded Twilight, and as of right now, at the time of recording, it only has 9 views. Like, it's a video I worked hard on. It's honestly like demotivating. Um, it had me down. Like, I thought, reacting to a popular franchise would get me a certain amount of views, and it definitely would have had I, posted a Twilight video 4 or 5 years ago. And I definitely wish I did some reactions around 2022, because in 2022 I watched a lot of Star Wars. Yeah, wasted opportunity. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's the Star Wars franchise is like a goldmine for reaction content, and it's just yeah, I'm really disappointed in myself, whether it comes to uh, entering something so late or being inconsistent with uploads. It's just that a lot of it is on me. So what I've decided to do is start a new channel, and the first couple of posts are just going to be reaction marathons to shows that I've seen before, such as Game of Thrones or Buffy. You can always watch the individual reaction videos on here, the original channel. And yeah, I am starting a new channel, and the new name is Bout Blaze. In case you're wondering where the name came from, Bouta Blaze, how Bouta is kind of slang for about to, and Blaze is related to fire, and Bouta Blaze means that I'm about to put out some fire content. And regarding the content itself, it's not just going to be reactions. I eventually want to make some short films or do fancy edits of a certain character, or uh, make a fan made trailer or something. Like, I want to make this channel a big experiment ground to see what I'm good at. Yeah, I've started figuring out that maybe I need like some sort of thing that I'm known for. I think the term is niche, um, where like this channel is known for something. Uh, like maybe I could be known for like fancy edits, and put reactions along with that, and like I can get like a high amount of views, I think. Yeah, because recently I've discovered that even though I react to shows like Buffy or Game of Thrones, like since they're popular old shows, I think I realized that whenever I react to a show that's currently out, such as The Last of Us or Stranger Things, it's a bit weird to me how there's some sort of disconnect. I thought like Game of Thrones, viewers would cross over to Last of Us or Stranger Things. Yeah, and also Buffy too. Yeah. Regarding other shows, I'm currently deciding which shows will take priority, along with the top 2 shows I'm definitely focusing on, such as Game of Thrones and Buffy, like I mentioned earlier. I definitely want to try out Friends again, because I do want a sitcom on my channel. And as of right now, I am one man. I also do movie reactions, which take up a lot of my time. And as of right now, I can only juggle 3, maybe 4 shows at a time. Like basically nothing beyond 5. Like I can't do like 6, 7, 8 shows. Um, and like if there's like a new release, I could tackle that, especially if they're doing weekly releases like in like currently. Yeah, I can definitely do that. As for certain movie franchises like Lord of the Rings, some of you might think I abandoned all Lord of the Rings because it's been so long since I reacted to Fellowship of the Ring. I totally get it. Here's the thing. With Lord of the Rings, I am watching the extended editions, and I did some research on Two Towers and Return of the King extended. They're like 3.5 to 4 hours long, and it takes a ton of time to edit. When I did Fellowship of the Ring, it took me almost 2 weeks to edit it because it was 3.5 hours long, minus credits. Also, keep in mind I film everything on an iPhone. When I started my reaction journey, I used to film on an iPhone 11, and filming Lord of the Rings pushed that iPhone 11 to its limits. I upgraded to an iPhone 16 Pro, so who knows if it can handle filming 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, so it's going to be quite a bit before I get to more Lord of the Rings. Um, yeah, it's because I'm either like trying to make sure it's out, like which will take a long time, or I'm straight up working on something else. Yeah. By the way, regarding Buffy season 2, I've seen the first 10 episodes. I'm caught up on those, and I'm trying to get caught up on Game of Thrones season 2 as well. Uh, I've yet to film 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The last half of the show, and yeah, I'm falling back into old habits of just procrastinating um, when it comes to shows I really want to watch, especially if it's an old show that people really love. So yeah, I really do want to get back into that. I forgot to mention. Keep in mind, I am one man, and I did mention this earlier. I am one man editing everything. Like I want to make this a full time job, hopefully, but I do also have a life. And like regarding all the stuff I mentioned earlier about things getting in the way of videos, uh, you know, getting put out slowly. That's just because something in my life has come up, uh, or I'm uh, doing something outside of the channel. And right now, at the moment, I'm trying to rebuild my life. I'm starting to hang out with people more, and yeah, I'm starting to just rebuild. Like, yeah, I want to prioritize my life as well, like my very own well-being. By the way, I'm currently uploading full uncut reactions to Buffy the Vampire Slayer season 2. As of right now, I currently have episodes 1 through 4 up on my Patreon. The Patreon is now called Bow to Blaze, and right now, where I'm at, I I'm making the content free for you guys, um, and regarding certain tiers, like because Patreon is there for creators to make some extra money, and right now, I'm not monetized at the moment, and I want to make the content free for you guys. Um, and regarding the tiers, I do want to keep the money range relatively low. I don't think right now you need to spend that much money on me because I don't have that much ideas for Patreon other than full uncut reactions. If you want to support um, in the future, whenever I do get monetized and I do want to expand, and whenever I expand the channel and maybe do exclusive content for Patreon, I'm so thankful. Uh, right now I'm just providing some content for Patreon, such as full uncut reactions. And that's really all I can do right now. Anyways, yeah, like, even though I'm excited to start a new channel, I'm starting to, try out more things and expand what I can do for YouTube. It's gonna be bittersweet saying goodbye to this channel because, even though uh, I don't have the highest amount of subscribers, I still, had some fun times. And I do wish I did this channel more justice when it came to filming a lot of content. And I feel like that's something I can correct with this new channel, and I'm still excited to do all types of content in the future, not just reactions. You know, like I want to do all kinds of things, like the stuff I just mentioned earlier. To be honest, I don't know how many people are gonna watch this because uh, as of right now, my current upload has 9 views, and uh, I'm pretty sure a lot of you uh, have not even cared that I was gone, and I feel like that's just the algorithm. Like I don't want to blame this on you guys. Let's be clear. Like it's really the algorithm that like is not really pushing out my content. I just want to get that out of the way, make that clear. Anyways, if you've been with me since the beginning, back when I just did reviews, I'm very thankful for you, and I hope all of you guys get to subscribe to my new channel, and I get to do a whole lot more things, and you'll get to see me do a lot more things. And yeah, let's just see where Battle Blaze goes. Like I'm very excited to see what happens here. Well, not here, on the channel. All right, guys, that is going to be it for this channel. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and goodbye for now.